cosplay world, we're back, and on the agenda is Katsucon. And I don't know if you remember, maybe you've been following around, maybe you haven't, but I at one point had said I'm gonna hit up the CodCon, College Page Con. Well, as it turns out, CodCon is not on the 17th or around the middle of the month. It is in fact on the same exact day as Katsucon. So yeah, I don't have two cons this month. I only have one because they're on the same day. So that's what we're working towards here. And the primary goal for this convention is get enough of my assistant's cosplays done that it'll be passable for a one-day free convention. And it should be. It's only a base coat and there's a lot of details missing, but it should be enough for her to run around and have a lot of fun as that character. Definitely not finished. Oh boy, is it definitely not finished. I would not hand this off if under other circumstances, such as like a commission or if I was making it for myself. That is for sure. But I'm going to talk things over with her as she comes over tomorrow and we work together on the various things like the editing, and you know my assistant comes over, works and helps me out. But it should be enough to get through the convention. I'm going to get it as much as I can done tomorrow morning and throughout when she's working with me. That's of course the trade, and hopefully she'll be okay with it. But I do think that it needs like one or two more of our like meetings, as it were. Yeah, one or two of our things, and it should be fine. But on the other side is the Mercy, and the Mercy has all the kind of parts made. It's about fitting them together and also fitting them together while I'm painting it. Now, I don't know how many of you have made combined works with combined materials, but it's best to kind of paint up the individual parts before you start attaching them together so you don't end up getting paint on various parts. And also, it helps you kind of get at cracks and crevices you wouldn't otherwise be able to reach after they're all attached kind of permanently. So, the thing about white, especially really white things like Mercy is that boy do they pick up imperfections like a magnet. And that's generally been my fight this entire time, is figuring out where I want that white balance, where it can take a scuff and look okay, but still be the color of white and look good. A lot of that is, well, there's a lot of work in disassembling things and reassembling them so that you know that there won't get paint on them, and then making sure that the mechanisms do work for the costume, because the wing assembly is attached to the bodice, which is then also attached to the front plate, which is attached to the front tassels, and then there's the front, so there's a few pieces that work interconnectedly, and they have different like material things that need to be attached together. Needless to say, it's pretty interesting to make sure that all of it fits together and works right and isn't too heavy and hangs correctly and isn't uncomfortable. I don't know if I said any of those more than once, but anyway, that's been the most interesting part, is putting together, being like, okay, does it sit right? Cool. In fact, I'm going to have the person who's getting the Mercy come in on Tuesday, and I'm going to have her come in on the morning. That way I can get her into the costume, make sure everything sits correctly on her and it doesn't kind of like hang funny or pinch her or anything like that. Also so that she can have practice in it and have fun, I suppose, because what I'll do is I'll grab whatever part I'm working on, and then she can be in the rest of the costume and enjoy and practice being in it, because there's going to be some practice needed to actually like walk around without destroying these wings. But anyway, that's what's going on with the cosplay stuff. As for me personally, the website was down last week. If you remember, it was down. And it was down until Tuesday. And I was researching this because obviously it's not great for my website to be down. That's generally not good. And it seems that there's just a leak in the security on Bluehost, and they're dealing with that as quickly as they can, but the people are hacking in and exposing various weaknesses in the security. And so I don't know if there's anything I could do by calling them, or if anything I can do personally to fix it. It's just kind of a thing that is going to be a problem until the security is updated or until they figure out how to stop them. And I hope it's not going to be a periodic thing, because of course I generally want my videos to be accessible at all times. Now, here's the thing, right? If this keeps happening, I may have to switch hosts. But I've kind of paid for hosting in 2020, and I don't want that money to be wasted. So I'm really hoping this thing is sorted out by Bluehost and I don't have to switch servers, because that's actually a huge pain in the ass. And it's a waste of money that I don't really have a lot of. We'll see how that goes. We'll see how that goes, guys. Let me know if you have any ideas on how to fix that. Absolutely, because I'm still working on the website at night when things are rendering or have a spare moment. Even if it's as much as fixing a little bit of the menu or adding a little bit more art, I have a list of things I'm kind of picking away little by little, but I'm getting it done. And I hope you guys are enjoying it a bit more, and I hope that it just is a better site to use and a resource that's gaining more and more value each and every day. The exercise is doing pretty good. I have the Just Dance and I'm enjoying it. It's the kind of exercise I can do. Riding bicycles or walking or a gym would just drive me insane, because there's kind of not a whole lot of purpose to it than, you know, weight loss. But with Just Dance, it's gamified. You have smaller goals, you have different things you can explore, and additionally, cosplay music videos could be a thing. So that's kind of my long-term goal with this, is to get a few practicings of dances that look kind of okay in front of a regular camera, and do some cosplay dances, maybe get some other people in it. And we've been dancing in my office where I take my photos, my progress photos, and all that stuff. So that's all been cleared out. My office has been cleaned up, so that's good too. I'm hoping to maybe share a bit more of my Just Dancing with the rest of you. Maybe have, if you guys are interested in join me in Just Dancing, that would be awesome. Maybe morning exercise of cosplayers. I'm kicking a few things around because I think that would be fun to just enjoy this together. I have also been off of the caffeine, off of the Red Bull, the Monster, the 5-hour energy drink before I do my narrations. It's something that I used to do so that I could be able to be more engaging, more energetic, more inflections and things like that. But I've been trying really hard to kind of keep that up despite not having caffeine in me to help me along. And I don't know if it's working, but I'm really trying. Been practicing a bit, and I'm really happy that I'm not doing it anymore, because it would just kind of destroy my day. I had to kind of schedule it around when I was going to crash, because after any kind of recording I would feel completely drained, and basically that would be the end of that. But additionally, I have to schedule around others, my wife being home and me having a nice quiet room, and additionally whatever I was working on at the time. So it was pretty rough. I also maybe got a little bit more heartburn than I would have liked from it, and I'm happy that I'm kind of off caffeine. I do have a cup of coffee in the morning, but it's just one cup of coffee that lasts me the entire day, and it's not as big of a deal and not nearly as much caffeine as I was taking up initially. That's what I've been up to this week, and I'm really happy with my progress. I hope to see you guys next week. Good times to all. Rah!
You look to me like someone who likes cosplay. Well, guess what I got? Lots of it. Check me out. Hit the sub button. Stream or two. See you around.